What a crazy last 24 hours. How are we feeling out there? Not only did we start to get the altcoins start to wake up, we also had Big Daddy wake up, and we're sitting with Bitcoin at 28,400. Now, guys, how are we feeling today? It's nice to see a little bit of greenness, right? Now, do I think this is the alt season pump? No. This is cute, in my opinion. It is quite cute. Do I think that altcoins are breaking trend and this can lead to the crazy alt season? Yes, the one I've been speaking about, the true leg. We are only getting these altcoins at resistance trends now, getting ready to break. I was speaking about buying the lower ranges. Let's get in before the heat comes, before the volume comes. And what did that result in? That basically gave us a beautiful day like this. It is nice to see it, right? Now, what I'm speaking about today, I'm going to be speaking about our list quickly to see what is there still available to buy, what are altcoins that are breaking trend now, what's looking good, what's looking strong. But what is really nice to see right now is we're getting a total market wake up. Previously, it's been Bitcoin running by itself. Now you're getting the whole market wake up. And the way that you trade this is because you still have a strong Bitcoin. We are trading a lot of these altcoins to Bitcoin and seeing what's outperforming Bitcoin. As long as you're ahead of Bitcoin and Bitcoin's on the steam train, right now we had the Binance FUD. We had all these things coming and Bitcoin has responded incredibly strong. And what we are getting is we are getting a strong Bitcoin. We are getting a dominance up. But what I like about the dominance is this trending dominance. Do you see how we're starting to get finally some love to the altcoins? We're getting a pump from Bitcoin, send into alts. Pump from Bitcoin, send into alts. Now they're working as a team. This is going to be a huge stream. I'm going to be showing you the altcoins that I'm looking at making the next big move. This is a small move. I'm talking about the real alt season, the one that really, really gets us back all the hard work from the bear market. No more wasting time. It's a great day. Josh, let's get into the show.
Click, click. Have you heard the news? What? With his finger on the pulse, it's like Sheldon knew. Click, click. When the sniper shoots, we got Sheldon on the chart, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. So enter the sniper, click, click, click. Time to be dedicated, sniper mode is activated. Explosions in the market are in target and Sheldon demonstrates. Mirror, mirror on the wall, Master Sheldon tell us all. We got Sheldon on the chart, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. Enter the sniper, click, click. Enter the sniper.
Oh, what's up, fam? Hope you're having a fantastic, what is today, Wednesday? It's crazy. It's crazy. All when the greenness comes, it makes my brain like jelly. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Remember to smash that subscribe button if you're brand new to the channel. Smash the like button. Join a community that never quit. We never stop. We go till the end. We've learned a lot through the bear markets, and we saw a lot of fear. We saw a lot of fear in the last few days in the markets, but we also saw holding of levels and distribution to altcoins. And it is nice to have a day where we're starting to see altcoins come to life. Now, I want to explain to you guys again. The only reason I've been speaking about altcoins, right, is because for me, the Bitcoin pump has happened. And yes, there's still room to go, but ultimately, Big Daddies went. And what we always want to do is your portfolio is going to expand whenever you see the money is going to diversify. And the only reason we're ever diversifying our money into altcoins is to make more Bitcoin, make more Ethereum. So if you have a look over here, you're seeing a great growth over USDT, right? Over the coin that we don't want, you know, the stable coin that's just losing value every single day. But what is amazing is if you quickly shift this and you move it to Bitcoin, this is what we want to see. In the last day, we're starting to see altcoins wake up to Bitcoin. Now, the ones that are breaking trend early to Bitcoin are the ones that are absolutely flying right now. For example, you have Cardano. If we look at the Cardano chart, it's doing absolutely well. Look at this and you can see, boom, you find a coin that's running with Bitcoin, if not stronger. So you start to see that eruption. Next coin that's been doing that is XRP. XRP has been the next one that's been waking up. I've got so many coins here now. Let's put XRP up. And same thing. Look at XRP. Boom. So what you're trying to find is you're finding a very strong Bitcoin right now, but you're finding the coins that are breaking to Bitcoin. And when you catch that early and you catch the long trend, because think about it, Bitcoin's been dominating for a while. And then you have these long-term trends of Bitcoin sucking from that specific altcoin. And now you're getting the major high time frame break. And whenever you have a Bitcoin push, which Bitcoin is strong, guys, yet again, it bounced on $26,000. Then all of a sudden you have the combination and you have the altcoin coming to life. So what you have now is you do still have a strong Bitcoin, but you can pick up because the popcorn effect is back. Because we have that dominance doing this now you just get that random altcoin that just comes out of nowhere. It just does that crazy percentage in a short period of time. Popcorn season is back. And these are all the little things that I'm going to teach you with tracking it to Bitcoin, how you're going to pick these up really early. Now, I do still think that we're going to have the whole popcorn effect where the whole alt market takes off. I'm including Bitcoin here. I'm including a whole market eruption where everything wakes up. And when that basically comes, I'll jump into the Bitcoin chart now. Let's quickly jump to the total 3. I think it's the total 1, sorry. The total market cap. And this is where we've been hovering, guys. It's a place that we've been sticking at. Why? Because you had Bitcoin alone trying to break this level. And it's trying to show all the money that's in crypto right now. Okay. And we're basically sitting at $1.15 trillion in the crypto market. But think about it. All of this hard work over here has been majority 90% Bitcoin. And then you could see Bitcoin starting to get stuck. As a whole market cap, we're getting stuck. We're getting to a level where we're just struggling to break through. Why? Because it's Bitcoin fighting one man. You know, it's sending one guy in to go fight a huge fight. He gets really far with many rounds, but now he's sitting there and he's like, I'm getting tired and I can't get through this last level. So who do we call? We call the altcoins. We bring the altcoins to life to help Bitcoin. And now we get through the major levels. So if we start to look at the total market cap, yes, this little pump that we've had in the last 24 hours, I like to call it cute. I like to think it great, you know, get us motivated, get us all happy. But for me, once we through this level over here, that's where we start the fun. This is where you start the next big acceleration. And then the one that I'm waiting for, this is why I'm working hard with you guys. And I'm trying to explain to you that this is the area where we fight for the entries, the area where we get our portfolios ready. And where you want to be in by the time this happens is the first break over here. And it's basically remembering when Bitcoin was around 21,000. Remember, we had 21,000, then we had 25,000. That was where it was. And that 21,000 was a tough fight, you know, something that we got through. And as soon as we got through 21, we went to 25. But then where's the big one? Is once we pass 25, all of a sudden you get to the levels of 28, 33, 35. And who knows the possibilities of where it can go there at the moment. We're not looking at all-time highs. We're just looking at the simplicity of the levels now. So where we at now, yes, this is fantastic, you know, on the shorter time frame, but the true eruptions to come. And our goal is to fill up here. So we're in already by this acceleration over here, meaning we're moving all of our stop losses above entry, zero risk to everything we've bought in the last few weeks. And then we have the true eruption, which I think will be very fast. It won't be too long. I do think it's time for us to get back into Bitcoin. Remember, we're getting out of Bitcoin or we're getting into altcoins now to make more Bitcoin Ethereum. And as we get to the higher ranges, we will be getting out. Now, what does this mean? This basically means I'm looking at an altcoin rally. The next gap is showing me a 30, 40, 50, 60% from altcoins. The gap after that is 100, 200% from altcoins after that. I'm looking at growing my Bitcoin portfolio double, if not triple, throughout this run. And then I am going back into safety. But what this means for me at the moment is I think this month, end of this month, I think April is incredibly good. I do think Salim May. We shall have a look. We'll see. We'll see as that goes. Salim May and go away. Maybe April is the month we make tons of money and it is time to get into some safety. There is still things going on with Binance, guys. There is still things happening there. If they do criminal charges, things like that, I don't think it happens right now, but in a few weeks, it could happen. So what we're doing now is we're expanding, we're making Bitcoin, we're making money, and then we are going to be protecting ourselves. And as a community, we're going to work together to keep all of these, because the bull man's crazy, right? Just makes you want to foam by the mouth and just go crazy. We're keeping each other intact and we're sticking to the goal. Well done on taking the first step. Remember, guys, just before I get in, Sniper School, Cohort 4, you want to learn how to do this. You want to get good at it. You want to be amazing at doing this with or without me. join Sniper School Cohort 4. If you have a look in the description, you will find a link to register for Sniper School. You click on that, it sends you an email with 3 basic steps. Open an exchange, deposit $100 that you trade with, and put your user ID and come join me next week. It's going to be absolutely huge. Join me for Sniper School. Okay, so this is a big one. Amazing. Now, let's quickly zoom in and let's get into action. So the first one, let's quickly have a look at stock market. So this is helping. This is helping. This is helping. So what we do have here at the moment is not only do we have a fired up Bitcoin and a good crypto market, we also have the stock market slowly starting to recover. Not crazy moves just yet, but what we do have is a trend break on the daily. So now all of a sudden we're getting out here. And if we can have a daily close here, stock market look okay. Like they look pretty good. And it looks like we might even have a little bit of a rally within the futures, which is really good. Now we have, what's been the problem? These have been coming down and Bitcoin's been going by itself. Now you take the combination of having not this being a parabolic, just being a slow grinding up stock market, plus you have altcoins joining Bitcoin. Now you have all 3 forces working with each other. You know, this is great. This is fantastic. So this so far is looking good. Yet again, Dixie, not looking good. At the moment, it does look like it's going to lose the lows. And what's crazy about this, I spoke about the gaps, you know, the gap for the total 3, right? The next gap over here is pretty big. We go all the way down to 99 for the Dixie, and then we go all the way down to 94. So the Dixie are showing, if we lose these levels here now, there's going to be quite an acceleration down in the value of the dollar. So this can be good. Later on, this can bounce in May, and then we can be selling and in profit and stuff. For now, it's showing like bullish is the right direction to be in, and we will always protect ourselves. And I'll be going through that now shortly. So let's quickly jump into Bitcoin. Let's go have a look what's happening. I'm going to zoom in here quick. So Bitcoin had this nice little wedge forming. Many were expecting 25K. I spoke about this yesterday, that everyone's expecting a retest of 25,000. When everyone's expecting it, I'm starting to understand this a lot more. It doesn't happen. We even have 𝗕𝗏𝗄𝗏 tweeting again, saying that we're going to 12,000 and these sort of things. So when everyone's at this point where it's the top, like we know the market does something completely different. And what we did have was we had that dip off, we had another small dip off, and now Bitcoin's rallied. What I didn't expect was it to just break through this trend like it was nothing yet again. Now it's attempting the highs again. So it does look like Bitcoin wants to break through the levels. If it does break through the previous high of the 28,800, I am seeing the levels back to the region. Well, the next levels, 31, 34,000. These are the gaps that I'm seeing. So right now we have us approaching this level over here. And then we do have the gaps where there isn't much resistance. A lot of people try to short in these areas, if not trying to short now too. And a lot of them will be putting their stop losses over here. And as soon as that happens, remember, stop loss is buy-in. So if it goes into those levels, a lot of buying comes in and you start to get acceleration. And these are the 2 acceleration areas that I'm seeing for Bitcoin. Is basically between the 28 to the 31. So this little gap over here, and basically the next gap above that. These are the acceleration points for Bitcoin. Where's the support? Where's the area that we want Bitcoin to hold? Very simple, these lows over here. Which is now incredible. We spoke about 25K being support. For me, 25K is no longer support now. I don't want to go back there now. Now that we've broken out of this, I don't want to go below that. Where's my early warning box now? Now it moves all the way to 26,500. That's fantastic. When you have support rising like this, remember that support's going to rise as the market's going up. So when it cracks, you're out early. And that's the great thing. So now we have support and we want Bitcoin to hold 26,500. Another big step up for Bitcoin. And that's amazing. Now let's quickly jump into the dominance because this is quite crazy. Yesterday, this is what I'm speaking to you guys about. Why I think this is insane, right? Yesterday, what we basically got in the last while, and you saw the altcoins explode like this, right? Let's have a look. There we go. Altcoins did this. This is on this little 1 hour chart. This little move here. See this little bit of drop in dominance? That created this. Insane, right? Now, what it is looking like, it looks like dominance might spike higher. Now, what we said is we said dominance 48, and there is a possibility of the higher of the 48.8 to the 49. So we did hit the high range, Maybe it does go slightly higher. I don't think it goes too much higher, but maybe it does go slightly higher. Now, this for me is a 34K Bitcoin, which is fine. We don't care about dominance going to the upside as long as Bitcoin's going up. But again, I want to remind you, this little 1 hour move over here created this. What are we expecting after that? I'm expecting still from this area, I'm expecting a distribution into altcoins. So maybe we go slightly higher, which for me is a higher valued Bitcoin, more money in the market. I'm still expecting a distribution back into altcoins. And the first one that I'm looking is back to the 44. So if you like that small little red candle on the daily over there, I'm expecting a few days of it. I'm expecting something very similar to this. And when this happens, we start to erupt. Now, what are the first indicators for that to happen? Is this bad boy over here, which is called Ethereum. Ethereum is the big dog when it comes to the altcoins. And what we have is we have Ethereum breaking with Bitcoin. It's one of the early ones now that are breaking major trends. A lot of altcoins are getting to the trends of breakouts. And I'll go through the list now shortly. I hope you guys have been enjoying this portfolio, performing incredibly well. This is now possibly going to be a buy within today. I'm going to give you that. DOT's going to be a buy. NAKA is going to be a buy. KAVA is going to be a buy. PBX nearly. So we're going to basically have 99% of our portfolio be bought up possibly by today. I'll go through that shortly. But what we're waiting for now is we're waiting for big dog ETH. Now, ETH will give us that help with the market cap and it will get the altcoins moving. Why? Because Ethereum will suck from dominance. So now that we have Ethereum waking up, what is Ethereum fighting right now? Ethereum does have a very, its nemesis. Remember the nemesis of Bitcoin was $25,000. Ethereum's nemesis is $1,900 to $2,000. That's the nemesis right now, which means many attempts. You see there, very similar how Bitcoin went to 25, got rejected, 25, got rejected. Now we're at the point where it's hitting, and now wanting to attempt again. And the same thing, this is where I see the alt eruption happen, is when Ethereum gets through $2,000. Once it gets through $2,000, it has no more resistance to get it flying up to the 2,400 to 2,500. Now, there is higher targets. For now, I'm speaking about that in the interim, that this is where I see the alt move happen and where I see the dominance completely fall down. So right now, if you're an ETH holder, I spoke about ETH and buying on ETH. There is a possibility. This was the buy of the early 1700s. Now there is a possibility of maybe 1780 if there's a small pullback, because Bitcoin might come back on the hour and retest this breakout. So this breakout that I did here, it might come and do this, and this will be an opportunity for you to get the last buys and to put your stop losses in to this area over here, and then we go attempt the big wall again, and that will do the same thing for Ethereum. It will send Ethereum just over here to the areas, and you might be getting some Ethereum entries. But what we want to take from this is we're getting an Ethereum wake up. Even what we're getting from the dominance is we had the break. Look at this. This is why I'm loving Ethereum. We had the break of the trend, and now we're retesting on the dominance, which means Ethereum is looking to outperform many altcoins too, which is fantastic, which means you also want to take your altcoins. For example, Fantom. You want to know why Fantom's pumping? Let me show you quickly. Before I jump into all the coins, let me show you why Fantom's pumping. Because yes, it broke a trend line or something like that when it came to USDT, but I also want to show you this. You have your two big dogs, big right now, and they're doing really well. Look at this. Fantom over Bitcoin, 5% up for the day. Fantom over Ethereum, 6% for the day. When you have your altcoin beating the two big dogs that are currently in an uptrend, and look here, this isn't even the start for Fantom just yet, because look at it to Bitcoin. Only just begun. Only just begun. Okay, now I go zoom out. And I say, okay, where are we here? Oof, this is beautiful. Fantastic pullback, fantastic retest. This is looking strong. Where does this go from here? So what I see is accumulation, breakout, retest, and where do we go? Back to these levels over here, right? So what am I expecting here from Fantom? If I'm expecting a possibility of a 30K Bitcoin and Fantom, I'm looking at a 75% outgrowth of Bitcoin. So now I zoom in, I'm like, the area of where it is fantastic, but it's also breaking trend now. Why is Fantom performing so well to the dollar? It's beating Bitcoin. Amazing. Now let's take Fantom and let's go look at it to Ethereum. This is where it really flies. Okay, it's got one big dog that's backing it right now. It hasn't even started to Ethereum yet. It may not. If Ethereum explodes and moves, Ethereum will just run with the altcoins. But if you have this breakout to Ethereum 2, you're going to see an absolute incredible, and I'm pretty sure XRP is the one that's broken through perfectly. But look at this. That's how it shows that ETH is a big one. You want ETH in your portfolio. But just this little move over ETH and this little move there, look what it's creating for the day for Fantom. And that's the key, guys. Remember, remove that dollar. Remove the dollar. Markets are moving right now. Remove the dollar. What's stronger than Bitcoin? What's stronger than ETH? And that's what's creating a 15 to 16% from Fantom within the day. So nice little thing for you to understand. So ETH looking strong. Let's quickly jump in and let's start looking at the altcoins. What is there to buy? What are we looking for? Because again, I'm just going to give this to you one more time. This is the pullback to get some of the last buys for me. Some of the last buys, otherwise you have to wait for the market to take off, wait for another reset, and then be getting in. This retest over here, you can get some dip your toes in ETH. It's a little bit higher than the 1700s that we want, but it can be an opportunity to get some of your ETH in this area over here. I'm expecting Bitcoin, small pullback, and then continuation. Who knows? Maybe this little pullback, look at the dominance. Yeah. Maybe this little pullback, maybe Bitcoin decides not to break the high and decides to go sideways. And if that happens, take off from the altcoins. Very exciting times. So let's jump in and let's quickly have a look at what's happening with majority of our portfolio. So the first ones that I want to jump in over here, guys, do you like this list? I'm going to be adding more, and I got my whole team finding more altcoins and stuff like that. I'm waiting for the total 3 break of trend, and then we get more. I kind of feel that by giving you 25 alts has already been a really great week, and I am giving you many. I don't know many other YouTubers that do give so many altcoins. And so many things. No one. Okay, so I've spoken about Bitcoin. I've spoken about ETH. Let's quickly speak about the big movers. So we have Cardano. Cardano, for me, there's our buy zone. We have bought this token. It's now on its way. It is not a buy, but it's on its way. And I want to explain to you something. Quickly look at a lot of your tokens, like Cardano. It's moving strong now. It's beating Bitcoin, beating ETH, but it hasn't even started. The big move from Cardano hasn't even started. Where I expect it to start is it's going to creep up to these previous highs. Now, remember this last pump that we had from the altcoins. They all stopped, right? And they all pulled back. These previous highs are key resistances because you can see it on the total 3. Once we through this level, look at that acceleration. So for me, it's a slow grind for Cardano, which is doing really well at the moment, but it's getting to the level. Once it's above 42, we fly to 50. Once we're above 52, we fly to 67. So huge. If there is a small pullback of around the 37, 36, yes, you can still dip your toes in Cardano. But for now, it has taken off. After that, we have AVAX. AVAX waking up too. I like how AVAX is looking, but this one for me is still a buy right now. Look at this. Ooh, only breaking this long trend now. Look. Okay, there's the long trend. Long ass trend. We're probably looking at a trend coming all the way back from December 2021. We're looking at least a 14 to a 16-month trend. That's only breaking right now. And if this closes out this outside there today, AVAX, I'm looking to rip. This is looking really good. If you haven't got it, remember, guys, this portfolio that I show you here, you don't have to get every token. You don't have to. I'm just showing you the category of what I think these tokens will do as an average together. Okay, so if I'm saying I'm expecting an 80 to 100%, I'm expecting that from Cardano, from AVAX, from MATIC, from Link, all of them individual. You might even own one of them. I'm expecting that as a whole between them. Some of them slightly more, some of them in the area, but I'm expecting 80 to 100%. So if you missed the Chainlink one, amazing. Like you got AVAX, you got MATIC, you got the different ones. So for me, AVAX is still in. So you've never got Cardano. AVAX is still there right now. And like I said, once it's above this high over here, so $22, the acceleration to 35 is going to be really fast. And I showed you guys this on the total 3 as well. So AVAX, definitely. Let's jump to the next one quickly. I'll go through these pretty fast. Let's go through MATIC. So we've got MATIC over here waking up. There's the buy yesterday. We got it. We nailed that buy. What I'm expecting over here is if there is any pullback to the dollar, it's still a buy. But for now, it is moving. There is a chance for you to get into it today if it breaks this trend, which it looks like it wants to break right now. So if it breaks this trend today, Be patient. Take your time today to get these buys. And what this means is if it breaks this trend and closes, we should not come back in. So your stops are going to be beautifully tight with these, where you literally have a stop loss at 98. You're not having crazy, you can put stop losses in, because this is the time for alt season, right? It's the time for the alts to make their way to the next levels. And what I'm expecting from here is to get past the 1.24 and then the acceleration. And what am I still expecting? I'm expecting an 80% to a 90% push from MATIC. So still a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful move over there. Let's quickly look at the next one. We have Chainlink. That's why I spoke about it yesterday. I'm like, guys, I want the zone of the lower sixes, but it's been there so many times. I don't think it's going to get there. So I told you I was getting it. And now Chainlink looks to move. Now, you do have an opportunity to still get Chainlink. And this trend line over here, so you take the top. There we go. Okay, so if Chainlink starts to break above 7.6 and close outside that between today and tomorrow, it's not going down to the lower range, and we're starting to rip. Now, the same thing I'm expecting here. I'm expecting Chainlink to slowly grind to the $9 mark. And once we through that, look how big the gap is, all the way to the $15 to $16 mark. I'm still expecting 100 to 120, 130% within Chainlink. So you still have opportunity on the break of trend. If you did not get the lower, the mid $6 for Chainlink. Let's jump in over here. We have BNB. Oh, it's crazy, eh? We had the FUD, we had Binance, we had everything looking bad, not looking good. And we had BNB in our buy zone. BNB was sitting, so many tokens here now. There we go. We had BNB sitting at 300. There's the buy. For me, it's still a buy. Still a buy in these areas. I would maybe keep a little bit of cash for 300 in that sort of area. But for me, it's still a buy. And I'm looking at a 60 to 70% growth from here. Who knows? Maybe things go down with Binance in the next month. And after here, maybe BNB goes back to $40. Because I do have that scenario. Guys, that's serious. That's serious what's happening. I think you got to take advantage of the money that needs to be made now, because things can turn in the next 4, 6, 8 weeks. It can turn. So now's the time to pay attention, to make money, because things can turn. And I still expect a pretty red second half of the year for now. So BNB is still in there to be adding to that portfolio. Let's pump through these quickly. As I spoke about, Fantom, well on its way, looking fantastic, looking really strong. But guess what? Hasn't even broken trend. Not even there yet. People have been saying, is this alt season? No, this is like the starters. We've just had a little tiny snack. We're only going in now for the real starters and then for that. So when Fantom really explodes is once it's through the level of 50 cents. So I'm expecting it to make its way to 50 cents here. Once it's through there, guys, and you get a daily close outside 50, it is the last attempt for me to get into Fantom. You will be putting a stop loss around 40 cents to have a stop loss in for any meltdown. But from that, I'm expecting Fantom to get back to 65. And it's the same thing. The climb up here, and then the absolute eruption. This is the time to build in these areas here. You want to be well in for this. I still think Fantom's going to be one of the biggest grows. I'm still expecting a 200% growth within Fantom. Guys, and remember, I'm not sitting here calling all-time highs. Look, there's all-time highs up there. I'm calling here. And from that, we'll play the next one. So Fantom, again, you still have an opportunity. Allow it to ride, but it hasn't even gotten started. And that's absolutely crazy. We then have Solana. Let's quickly jump into Solana. So still a buy. That's where it starts. This is one of my favorite trades. One of my favorite trades where I'm opening margins. I'm not going crazy on leverage, but I'm opening margins because for me, Solana took an unnecessary hit. It took a big hit when it came down to the FTX collapse and the things like that. And look at this, guys. We have many touches now on this trend line, and we're coming up again. And when it closes above $23 and it's above outside, it's finally going to close out of that trend, and we can be looking at that move. Now, remember, it has one big nemesis, the same way that Bitcoin had 25K. That nemesis is the $26 to $27 range. After that, you have 40, you have 48, you have 56. So for me, Solana is still a buy as we speak right now. I will have stop losses around $15, which is big ones for now. That's in case there's a absolute nuke that hits something like, I don't know, something to protect. But for me, when this breaks out, you still have time for Solana. You want the Solana hit because when I saw it to the Bitcoin chart, it looks incredible. Go chart it, guys. And to the Ethereum chart, absolutely on fire. So Solana, big one over there. Thorchain, still one of my favorite. RUNE, taking its time. Look there, guys. It hasn't even broken. We think this is fun. It hasn't even broken trends yet. This is the crazy thing. So same thing with THORChain. It's still in the buy zone of accumulating right now. My protection zones are about 1.14, somewhere in that area. But when it breaks this trend here, guys, is when it starts to go. It has this little resistance here, 1.5. After that, $2, $3.5. You still have time for THORChain. Make sure you get it before it breaks this trend line. Next one, let's jump in. We have ALGO. I still think L wins. I didn't think they ran then. And a lot of people are like, why would L? There we go. Oh, come on. Still in buy zone right now for spot buys, guys. There's the trend line. Guys, we still like only a day or two. This is why that dominance is hovering there. And this may mean maybe Bitcoin goes to 30, 31, sideways. And then because the alts are, they haven't even broken the dailies yet. That's huge, guys. It's huge. Like all that I'm saying is whoever pays attention now and all these alts break these trend lines and you are doing yourself like you're going to enjoy crypto. A lot of people don't like crypto and I understand why, but you're going to love crypto. So you still have time right now. It's in dollar costing, build your algo positions. It is, remember, 25% of my portfolio. It's the high risk part of my portfolio. Where am I expecting algo? I'm expecting a 200% from algo. Okay. Next one over here, we got 𝗬𝗏. This one for me is still a huge one. Hasn't even broken. It's in the bottom range right now. And it might only even break in this major trend. It might only break it in 2 weeks. But in the interim, it's in the bottom of the range. And every time it's been in the bottom, it's 100% just back to the trend line. Then only the break. Crazy. So for me, this is the last. Anywhere above 8.5, I won't buy 𝗬𝗏. But anywhere here, I'm in. I'm building my portfolio because I'm still expecting 170% growth within 𝗬𝗏. I'm so grateful that a lot of these are still just hovering in these zones. The alt season hasn't even started. This is like the little tip of it. All that I was waiting for was dominance to start to show these spikes down. And that's what we've been waiting for. The next one, which wasn't a buy, which will be a buy today, is Polkadot. There we go, guys. Okay, this one's great. I've been waiting for, hopefully, 5.5. It came close to 5.7. It never went down. The daily close. This is early, guys. This is early. The daily closes above 6.3 today. It's closing outside of this trend. And we have DOT ready to get fired up, which I'm pretty sure if we link this up with Bitcoin and the E chart, it's breaking trend to those two. So the way I would trade this is if this closes outside of here today, I'm in. And then what I'm doing is I'm just putting a stop loss under this low over here. Boom. Let's make it bigger for you guys so you can see it. There we go. And let's make it a bright orange. That's where I'd be putting my stop loss. Over there, great. What am I expecting from DOT? Slow grind over here. And once that huge gap, I'm expecting DOT to get to the first levels of $6. That's just to get here. And then we have the big rippage that gets us up to $12. And then where I really want to excite you is if it goes to the higher levels, you're looking at a $20 DOT. So DOT, I think you're getting it incredibly early now. And if it closes outside that trend today, this will be a tick by tomorrow. And that's it. Last call. We can't buy DOT again for a while. We then have NEAR Protocol as the next one. Guys, I'm sticking to this. I've done so many alts and I can speak about many more. Let's get these first. Once we're in with these, we can talk about it. So NEAR is still in dollar cost right now. Look at this. It hasn't broken trend. Oh. Once it's through this trend, guys, of $2, the gap is to 2.8. And then we have $5 for NEAR. Incredible. So dollar costing now, break of that trend, which can happen any moment now. Pay attention to it. It'll be around $2.1 of a daily close, and NEAR Protocol off to the moon. Let's XRP. Okay, definitely not a buy, but XRP absolutely ripping, doing incredible things. Those who got it, we got our initial buys at 40 cents. Well done. We're nearly 50% up in an altcoin market that hasn't even moved just yet. So well done on that. It is fighting a big resistance. So if it's a short-term trade, if you decided to hold this for longer, your choice. If it's a short-term trade, I wouldn't be scared to take some off the table at 60 cents. I wouldn't be. But if it does get through 60 cents, and this is where the 50-50 comes in, where you're like, should I take profits? 50% profits, other 50 you leave in with a stop loss. Like that's whenever you're fighting that battle, because you will fight it a lot along the journey. That's what I'll do. But after this, you have 88. So if it gets through this phase over here with this bit of resistance, you have another short squeeze or another huge gap, and we have this fly up to 80 to 90 cents. So that's going to be a good one. No more buys for XRP, guys. No more buys for me. It's gone right now. But we do have Mama Sniper. I know she's longer. I looked at my portfolio and I'm like, Mama, you've been buying so much data. We have a lot of theta. Let's speak about theta. So theta, there we go. Breaking trend right now. If theta closes on the daily at the area now at a 1.03, it's officially breaking trend. I wanted it slightly lower. It did hit the top of the box, but this will be the time to be getting theta and putting a stop loss at 91 cents. Amazing. It's not a bad stop loss at all. Remember, if you're expecting 100, 200% gains, nothing wrong with a 10% stop loss. Nothing wrong. Your risk to reward ratio is 1 to 10. So theta, if this closes out today, theta is going to move. And I'm pretty sure it will break to the Bitcoin and Ethereum too. It will make its way up to the 1.3, 30%. Once we pass 1.3, 1.8, and then to my ultimate target of $3.2, which is a 370% trade. So guys, someone just said, I'm so bullish right now. Be bullish. Be bullish on the tokens that have closed outside of trend and put a stop loss under the previous low on the daily. Then be as bullish as you want. Your risk is in. Your stop loss is in. Go for it. Go for it. Now's the time. This is the time to be doing it. But put a damn stop loss in. If you don't know, join Sniper School. You have to. But I've done stop loss videos. I've done many things on go watch my master classes, go watch all of those sort of things that I've done on Banter before. If you don't know how to put a stop loss, make sure you put a stop loss in. I know there's many newbies coming into the space, and make sure. Okay, let's get into our last one here. How are we feeling, guys? In the comments, say what's up. Are you enjoying the show? Are you having fun? Only buy coins that are breaking trends and closing out. Do not chase any pumps, guys. These ones are nice. These ones are really nice to have this, these and Casper and stuff like that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Get the ones that are breaking to Bitcoin now. You're going to get the pump. XRP was the example of that. Cardano was the example of that. Fantom was the example of that. Stick to the rules and stick to the system. Okay, let's get to these last ones. Okay, GALA Games. GALA Games. Waking up, looking strong. For me, it's still last buys right now. I will not be buying it any higher than 4.2 cents. My stop losses would be at around 35 cents now, but GALA Games break out and retest and looking fired up. So the same thing, while Bitcoin's busy fighting its good old nemesis, slow grind up here, and then explosion to 7 cents and then 9 cents and start to move. Now, it may do something like this, where it creeps up, shoots through here, pull back here, shoots through. We'll track it as we go. For me, GALA is a buy now. I'm still expecting GALA to be a huge gainer of my ultimate target of getting us to around about the 20 cents mark, which is a 400%. This is high risk, guys. Smallest part of your portfolio. Only 15% of my money is in this portfolio. So it's higher risk, higher reward. GALA Games, amazing. I think gaming. So all gaming's falling under high risk for me. But this is a huge opportunity, in my opinion. We then have the next one, PBX, one of my favorites that I've been stacking for a long time. Not yet. Dollar costing, not yet. So this is one that's still across on that portfolio. I'm not fully in. I'll load up a little bit, but my position that I want to buy in it is not fully in until we break this trend. Amazing. Next one, I'm going to jump over here, is SCLP. We got it. It's in. No longer buy. Expect price acceleration after 32 cents to rally up to 50. That's my next target. I am still expecting the ultimate target of 70 to 80 cents from SCLP. No buy right now, but we're holding strong. We got the buy. We're currently sitting 30% in profit already on that trade, which is amazing. Then what we have is a Nakamoto. Okay, this one's good. We've been waiting to see, are you going to pull back? We're about to get our first daily close. This closes outside here today. I won't be buying above 29.5 cents. But after this, I'm seeing us rally to 36. And after that, I'm seeing a rally up to the higher target of 80 to 90 cents. So for me, doesn't look like NAKA wants to pull back. So if we close outside yet today, I'm in 15%. Has run through about 𝗕𝗆𝗆𝗃 yet. He's actually building him a what? Oh, wait, you're going to find out. You're going to love this one. It's going to be absolutely hilarious. Okay, then what we have after this, I'll actually speak about 𝗕𝗆𝗆𝗃 in a second. Okay, super, still in the zone now. Dollar cost in. and take your time and just be patient. That's it. I'm still expecting Super to do a 400%er. For now, it's still in accumulation. Be patient and wait for that one. We then have COTI. Let's quickly get in on COTI. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. CC. Amazing. Breaking trend now. Fantastic. So COTI, I won't be getting it above 7.8. That's the last time I won't be getting it above that. But if it closes out there, it's breaking out, guys. Looking strong. I'm expecting a nice little growth to the 10 cents and then only the acceleration to my higher targets of 22 cents. So COTI, put on your radars today. It's ready. The market holds like this. It's looking good. Remember, all of these that you buy breaker trends, put the stop loss here, guys. Stop loss. Boom. Just under. Amazing. Now's the time for it to perform, right? So COTI, fantastic. That's hitting in there. So this will be getting a tick. That will be in. I'll be adding that to the portfolio. We then have KAVA, which is amazing. KAVA. There we go. Still in the zone. Still in the zone of dollar costing. KAVA, I'd give a bigger stop loss, guys, because it hasn't made the higher high yet. So my KAVA stop losses would be around 60 cents. So put a very small part of your portfolio in because it's a huge stop loss. It's like a 20% stop loss. But you need to give this one room because it's broken an extremely long downtrend, a really long one, and give it time to do what it needs to do, right? Great project. A lot happening there right now. So very small part of my portfolio, but I am getting KAVA and I am looking at this one to be a 300% gainer to my next targets. After that, let's quickly speak about PYR, 𝗲𝗿𝗱𝗏, which has been doing pretty good. Let's have a look. PYR, let me add it here. It is here somewhere. Add it again. Okay. PYR in the gaming section. There we go. It's in dollar cost now. Stop loss is around 2.8. I know this show's fast, guys. Go back, watch, pause it where you need to. I do need to get through a lot in these shows, but for me, still in dollar costing zone. Dollar costing zone, when you're going to see a huge increase and a spike from this is when it gets through this resistance over here. So that's where I'm expecting to slowly grow to now, where it gets to the areas of from here, makes its way up to the regions of the $5, and then only the acceleration from 𝗲𝗿𝗱𝗏. Let's jump in here. We have VET and ZIL, one of my two favorites, my favorite bull market tokens, right? They're fun. They're very, very fun. Guys, stay till the end. I want to bring this all together. I'm giving you all the tokens, but I want to explain something to you. Ooh, Fantom looks good. Okay, VET. We got it in the zone. Looking to break trend. If it's above 2.3 cents today and it closes, I'm in. Stop loss, previous low. I'm still expecting VET to make its way to 3.1 cents first, and then the acceleration. And I am looking at this get to around 6 cents. So this is a 200% that I'm looking for. And let's quickly do the last one, which is ZIL. Let's just find it. So many tokens, so many tokens. Guys, stay tuned. I want to explain something to you. Very important, very important. I'm here to excite you and to get you beautifully part of this. I want you to remain very strong. Look at ZIL. It closes here today above the 2.8. It's a breakout. Stop loss under previous low. Expecting growth to 3.5, and then the huge. I'm still expecting this to get to around 8 to 9 cents. So ZIL's the next big one. Okay, I have given you the portfolio. I will be adding now and then. I will be looking at Render and Trader Joe and all these tokens. But now what you do is you make your mind on this portfolio. You set it in. You put the stops and you leave it. Fantastic. Then you take another trading portfolio. You'd be like, okay, the market's about to get fun. Now let's make some money on the side. Let's build some dollars on the side, right? Where we can either buy Bitcoin, we can do whatever we want. Now remember what I explained to you, and keep your heads leveled. Keep it leveled, guys. Keep humble now when this market's about, because I'm telling you, when this explosion comes, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. These guys over here is what you're accumulating. These guys over here is your more trustable, more safer sort of altcoins, right? That you can leave in the field. You can have higher stop losses. That's fine. But it is there to make you Bitcoin and ETH. These guys over here are reckless. They like to drink. They like to be wild. They are very powerful at making you Bitcoin and stuff. But when you see an altcoin, for example, Fantom does 200% tomorrow, you are out. If you leave these guys out there too long, they self-explode, which means they come all the way back and they give all the gains that you make. So when Fantom has that pump of 100 to 200% at any moment, you get out, You buy a Bitcoin and you don't buy Fantom again until the next cycle or till the next strong reset. Same with Solana, same with THORChain, same with Algo. Listen to me, guys. You send them out, but if you leave them out there too long, they hurt themselves. So you get them out, they do the job, because these are the coins that do those crazy pumps. That's why do me a favor and take 50% of your XRP, because it's a perfect example of it. You've just made 30% more Bitcoin. Bank that 30% more Bitcoin with the XRP trade. When they do these crazy pumps out, then you have your crazy ridiculous guys, which can probably make you 100, 200, 300% more Bitcoin. When they do 100, 200, 300% pump, you are out. By the end of this, where we have that dominance coming down, I want you only in these here, maybe some of these. You can do your own choice. You're in charge of your portfolio. You can do whatever you want. What I'm saying is, you're collecting Bitcoin, you're collecting ETH. The rest of the guys are soldiers that can get killed or hurt within the field. I never mean any disrespect with war or anything like that. It's just a simple analogy that I can try to explain it to you. But for me, we're building the main ones. When they pump, when they make you, serve the purpose, take your Bitcoin and do it. Have a fantastic day. I love you all. I'm proud of all of you. Come on, bulls. Let's make it happen. And I'll see you all on tomorrow's show. Much love.